Here's an experiment for you. You've reached Talking with Dr. Terry, 180 Seconds to a Better You, message number 152. I'm Dr. Terry Wurzbacher, and this call goes out to Harry in Las Vegas. I'm sure you've heard this argument before. One person says, "Oh, you definitely should be writing things with pen and paper." This is countered, of course, by the other person saying, "No, typing is much better and much more efficient, and you get more info." Well, there are some studies, but not a whole lot, that have been done comparing typing and writing. That's why I started with this should be an experiment. It's not the gospel, and once again, it's all what's up to you and what works for you. One study looked at 4 things, and grant you this was focusing on students and student performance, but I thought it was extremely interesting. When it came to efficiency, typing won. People could type out more, and there were lots and lots of pages of notes. Word overlap, which meant that although they might have typed more notes, it wasn't clear that they had much thinking involved while typing. The less overlap, the better they remembered the material, so writing won in that regard. Conceptual recall, writing definitely won, and an exam performance, writing won as well. Well, here's my experience. When I was a student, our only choice was writing. That's how old I am. And I tried to write everything down. Similar to those who type things now, there wasn't any thought to it. It was just writing and I'll read it later. Well, we all know how that works. Plus, my handwriting was and still is the pits. So I couldn't read very much at the end. Just this year, as I was taking the Death Doula course, I had a chance to be a student again. I thought about typing my notes, but I knew that I'd just be typing everything someone said and not listening and thinking about it. I chose to write. I still can't read my writing very much, though. That's an issue. Because I wanted to choose what I remembered and not be focused on getting every word down was the reason I picked that choice. Halfway through the course, though, I did use a recording transcription program, but you know what? I haven't looked at any of that at all. I just count on the manual they gave us if I need to look up something and some of my notes. When it comes to journaling, though, I have experimented with both, and I definitely find writing better for me. I seem to be able to get more out, and I feel better after I've actually put pen to paper. I feel separated from my thoughts when I type. I know this is weird because that's how I write almost all of my books, but the one time I did start with writing, it was a very personal expose, and I felt I had to be close to the material, so I wrote it down. I haven't finished that book, but the writing experience, I think, helped me express everything in a much better way. So if you're up for it, and if you journal things or even just started the expressive writing technique I told you about last week, try this. 1 week, do the new way for you, whether that's typing or writing, and the following week, go back to the old way. Pay attention to how you feel each time you do it, and see what conclusions you have at the end. Then let us know.